Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be going over our April budget, talking about some of the changes that we are experiencing from March to April with everything going on in the world. I'm going to share how we are kind of adjusting to everything and what we plan to do, and hopefully can help someone else or give you guys ideas of what to do in your budget. I have not decided yet if I'm going to do it on paper or on my computer. So we'll just kind of have to see. I have it all written down, but I'm not sure which one I really want to do right now. I am going to show you probably both, but I don't know which one I'm going to do live. So we'll see what happens there. If you guys like this video and want to see more, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so talking about March, it was definitely not what anyone had planned. We are no exception to that. I think that I talked about it in my Transfer Tuesday that I did a while back, but we had to pause our debt snowball because at the time, we were not sure how much longer my husband would have his paycheck and how regular it would be. And so we just kind of saw, like, with everything going on, we thought that it would be in our best interest to pause our debt snowball, pay the minimums, and move any extra money we have into savings. At that time, we were not worried about his job. We thought, with him being in the medical field, we didn't think there was any issue with it. So that was like on Tuesday. Friday, we found out that he would be going on furlough for 1 week every month for the next 3 months. So that would be 1 week of no pay. And then Monday rolled around and we found out that it was transferring from 1 week a month to just a straight 8-week furlough. So that is 8 weeks without pay. Now, we do have an emergency fund. It was not as big as we would have liked at this moment, but due to us having vacations in the summer that we had planned and we hadn't purchased anything, we have the amount that we felt comfortable with. We have that amount in our savings total. So we have enough to live on our savings for just over 2 months without cutting back on expenses. Which, when that came up that we were gonna be without pay for 8 weeks, that was so helpful and just calming to us. It really reassured us that we were doing things right by getting on our budget when we did. And we're so glad we started a year ago, because a year ago, 6 months ago, this would not have been as calm a situation as it has been. It would have been really stressful, way more stressful than it has been. And because we have started on this journey, we have money set aside and we can use that if we need to. So April, we got our last paycheck for the foreseeable future on Friday. And so that was our first paycheck for April. And that is what I'm going to be using to budget. We have applied for unemployment and we'll be using those paychecks as they come in. But since this is our first time on unemployment, we're not really sure how it works. We don't know if it would be right away when we apply for the paycheck or if we have to wait a week or two. And then with the stimulus bonus of that $600 for unemployment every week, and for the stimulus package for families, we don't know when that will be coming either. So we are trying to budget on the lowest that we have, which is the paycheck that we received in April. So I'm going to be using that to budget and showing you guys what I have from there and showing you how much I need either from unemployment or from our savings to make it through the month. So let's do this. Okay, so hopefully I don't hit my camera too much, but I decided to show you guys on paper what our budget for April is going to look like. And then I will be adding it onto Tiller, which is a new spreadsheet budget that I have been using and loving lately. And so I will show you guys kind of what it looks like there, because it gives me like bar graphs and everything. That is just awesome in that way. So I've already filled out my calendar for April. I did this as I was trying to figure out like how much we needed for to make our base budget, like our bare bones base budget, because we've never actually had to do that before. And so it's been very different going with April because we only received one full paycheck, which is going to be the last one for the foreseeable future. And so we need to figure out like how much do we need to get by from unemployment or from savings, from the stimulus package, whatever it is. I just need to know exactly how much we need to get by. So our last paycheck that we received was 1422.87. Normally I put what I'm estimating, and it's normally like 1408, I think. But we received just a little bit more this month. So I am actually just going to use this as my estimated and actual, because I just don't feel like redoing this twice. So I'm going to do based on just this paycheck and seeing how far we can actually cover everything for the month of April, see how much we are short at the end of the month. So our fixed expenses, I am actually going to be putting all of the bills that we have in April. So our first bill is due on the 5th, and then it ends on the 2nd of May. So everything from there, I am going to be putting on our fixed expenses. Okay, and then since I have filled up the fixed expenses, I am going to just add in the rest of the bills. I have 2 more bills into the savings and sinking funds because I'm not anticipating being able to put anything into savings right now. So we've got, actually, let me just put it into variable expenses, I think. That'll just be easier. Okay, so I'm continuing this up to here. Okay, so looking at our expenses, most of these are the bare minimums of what we could pay. These are our estimates. I don't know for sure our water bill. I don't know for sure our electric or our gas bill, but those are around what they have been. The debt payments, so our student loan, the credit card, hospital bill, and the car loan, those are all the minimums that we are paying on them. Peloton is the only subscription that we are keeping right now. We actually don't have very many subscriptions. We only have Peloton and iCloud, but those are the only 2 that we have, and I am going to try and keep this one for now. $13 is not a whole lot of difference, and so I'm hoping by cutting out our cash, I can keep this expense. So I am going to add up and see how much all of this costs real fast. Okay, so after adding up all of these expenses, I am left with, let's see, it is $2,120, there we go, and 59 cents. So then for our cash, I am cutting our cash pretty much as low as I can. For groceries, we do $75 per paycheck, which is $150 a month, and I am going to try and keep it at that. Our household items, so this is like toilet paper, cleaning supplies, diapers, that kind of stuff, I am cutting in half. We normally get $60 a month, and I am going to cut that down to $30. And then pets, we do $50 a month, and I'm going to keep that the same. Our cat food is very expensive. Our cat has been sick, and so we have to get a certain brand for that, and it's just super expensive. And then a bag of dog food is about $25. So $50, I don't think I can really cut that, especially with like cat litter, dog food, cat food, all that. So I'm gonna keep that the same. So then this amount here, I'm gonna put right here, and that is $230 for the month. So this is the full extent of our expenses for the month. So I've got, so far for income, we have only received $14,2287, which is all that I know for sure that we are getting. We have applied for unemployment, and we have that stimulus package coming in, but we don't know when that is. So I just have to wait on that. So then we've got 2120, 59 plus 230 as I hit my camera, and that hopefully, there we go, and that is 235059. So when I see what this difference is, got 927.72. So right around $900 is what we will be short. Which means that we need to pull this from our savings, or we need to hopefully get this money from the government, from unemployment, from the stimulus package. But this is the amount that we will be short at the end of the month. It's a big difference. We normally live on about $3,000 a month, but we have cut that down to right around $2,400, which is amazing. That's a big difference. We're able to cut, about $600 out of our budget. But that means we are cutting out Snowball, we're cutting out cash, we're cutting out anything extra that we want to do to improve the situation that we are at. But to know that we can cut out $600 is amazing. So hopefully we can find this $900 somewhere very quickly, but we do have it in savings, so at least we know that. Okay, so at the end of the day, we need roughly $900 to make it through the month and cover all of our expenses. Now we are lucky and we live in a house that is owned by family, and so they are understanding of our situation. And they have already said that they'd be willing to work with us on our rent, which is very reassuring in the situation. We have our savings, so if we need to jump into that, we can. And again, we're waiting on those unemployment checks. And as April continues and I start to learn how all of that works, and once we receive the money from the government, then I can jump on and show you guys what our budget is looking like throughout the weeks and how everything changes. I am grateful during this time that we don't need to go anywhere. We are stuck at home. And so we don't need to spend as much on gas, and we don't need all of our cash that we are getting out. I'm able to easily cut back on our cash spending. We still have some cash left over from, I think the beginning of March is what we've been using. So we have not pulled out any cash there. So anytime we just want to grab something quickly, we can just use that cash, which has helped a lot. So yeah, I'm excited to see kind of how this goes out. I guess excited is the wrong word, but I'm not really anxious about it. And I'm comforted by the fact that we have all of these resources for us. We have our savings. We've got the government that is helping everybody out. We have family around. And I'm so grateful right now that we started this journey when we did. Yeah, so if you guys liked this video, which I hope you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.